If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you know at least 90% of the videos I make are about fandom-related things. Fanfiction tags, writing debates, character memes, wiki comments, silly movie reviews. I love this stuff. It means a lot to me as a hobby. For many years, I have happily enveloped myself in the corners of the internet where fans of video games, movies, cartoons, and more create cool stuff and engage with media in fun ways. But there are still parts of fandom and fanfiction culture that I don't know a lot about. And one that I've been observing a bit more over the past few months is the world of self-shipping. Self-shipping? Wouldn't that just be transportation? No, self-shipping is, as best as I can describe it in my non-expert words, assigning a character the title of your fictional other, as in your significant other, and imagining them as your partner, spouse, or anything else. It's more than just an ordinary crush. You let it become real and part of your mind while still acknowledging its fiction. Extremely long-distance relationships. We live in different dimensions. There are many different kinds of self-shipping, different words for it, a whole spectrum of how different people interact with it, casually or more serious. And I find it really interesting. I think it's really sweet to look at self-shipping posts and see how happy people are to have joy in their imagination with a character they adore. Like, you go, girl. Gender neutral. May dreaming of your fictional spouse make you the happiest person ever. Some people find self-shipping odd, but the way I see it, is it that much weirder than writing you and your crush's initials in a heart and dreaming about how many kids you'll have 10 years from now? It's just like an ongoing self-insert ship fic that lives in your head instead of on paper. And in theory, I get it. As a kid, I had imaginary friends, so I know how fun it is to play pretend with characters in your head. And even now, in the latter half of my 20s, I still find comfort in my brain randomly thinking of fiction bleeding into my real life. Like, a couple months ago, I was having a really rough night, and somehow imagining one of my favorite characters telling me, "You'd feel a lot better right now if you at least got up and ate dinner," weirdly enough did motivate me to go take care of myself. But I don't think I could take that character and say, "That's my wife," in any way other than how I go, "That's my wife," when my favorite sports ball players make a great catch, as an adoring, non-parasocial cheerleader, not someone imagining marriage. I just don't think self-shipping would work for me personally. Yes, I am very single, and I have a vivid imagination, but even with characters I adore, I think part of it is that I'm too realistic. I can think, "You are really good looking and amazing," but also be like, "I don't think being in an actual relationship with you would be ideal for me, or I see no reason why I would fit into your life either." I care too much about canon. I can't imagine my favorite character changing their life to fit me into it. You are awesome. Why would you date me? You see this post? I think self-inserting is more embarrassing than shipping. You rob that character of the chance to be with someone they actually know and care about in their story, just so they can end up with your random ass. Barbara from Ohio literally has no business being in Jujutsu High. Mean post, but they may as well be talking about me. Spiritually, I am Barbara from Ohio. So I have huge respect for everyone who can imagine their favorite Pookie Bear adoring them fully. Rob? Girl, you mean gift them the chance to be with me? I'm sure Sans is rolling in his grave right now. Oh no, poor him. He wouldn't be able to be shipped with his literal brother anymore. Exactly. How fucking selfish are you? Anyway, one reason I wanted to make this video is because of this Reddit thread I saw. I love this mug. Self-ships with silly characters made in complete sincerity. Mr. Game & Watch, Bob-omb, Toad, because I love that. Some of the characters I love most are not the ones I looked at and immediately thought, yeah, that's hot. They're the ones that aren't necessarily attractive from just a look, but because I love who they are, God, that makes them so hot. Not like minor SpongeBob characters. For me, personally, I prefer my loves more realistic human-shaped. But the point is, I feel this comment. I love when it's not even with conventionally attractive characters. Like, these are clearly made with pure passion. Which is not to look down on people who do self-ship with conventionally attractive characters, but I thought we'd just look at some of these examples of more unexpected self-ships, where people have deep connections with not the stereotypically swoon-worthy or popular characters out there, but the rare gems that completely stole one person's heart. Starting with one of the most famous self-ships. Who was that woman who self-shipped herself with Alan from Smiling Friends so much that they referenced her in the show itself? Basically Ed. She's on Tumblr. I found her Twitter not a long time ago, and it made my day. Just a sweet girl who does nothing wrong and makes killer plushies. Never getting over the fact that we're each other's muses. He looks so happy. Yeah, this woman self-shipped herself with this guy so much that they made him self-ship himself with her in the TV show. That's amazing. This is one of my favorite examples, to be honest. I love insane self-ships. Like, yes, go smooch that bullet. There's this one person on the Garfield minus Garfield subreddit who removes Garfield, then inserts themselves flirting with John. I think of that sometimes. I wonder, why John? But I'm sure he has his qualities. I found someone on Instagram who ships themselves with Goofy, and it's the sweetest thing I've ever seen in my life. A few months ago, I encountered a woman who has a sexual obsession with buff SpongeBob. She has over 100 pieces of art of herself insert OC in angsty situations with him. Okay, I really don't appreciate the art in quotation marks there. That is a genuinely good drawing, whether you think it's weird to love buff SpongeBob or not. Come on, have an open mind. All these people following the art style to a T for their self-insert art, that's awesome. Like this one. This artist perfectly replicated the Chuck E. Cheese art style for her self-ship. Here's their Tumblr, because it's genuinely pretty cool. I'm too tired for some cool art right now, so here it is. My self-ship. Me ex Nasra. Half man from East, aka Doom and Terror of Modern Man. He's just a floating magic head, though. Unhinged and based. This one DeviantArt artist that ships herself with Jumbo from Killer Clowns from Outer Space of all characters. I am amazed by how good her art is. I have a very unnatural attraction to Wheatley from Portal. You just leave me in a room with Wheatley. I'll leave him whimpering, muttering apple under his breath. I like how you provided proof. Where's that chick who draws King Dedede as a big fat zaddy bara husbando kajinka with a blue beard and stuff? Green Rose, I think her name is? I've been summoned. Gotta admit, I find self-ships kinda weird, but the world is so depressing for me at the moment, I genuinely respect that someone can find peace in loving a fictional character like these examples. Gives me some strange hope. I genuinely self-ship me and the Lockheed Martin F-35B Lightning II. I, really need to learn digital art as soon as possible so I can draw it. Me and my lame, normal self-ship with a character everyone ships with someone else. Vodka from Uma Musume. Yeah, some people are burdened with the fact that their beloved is either commonly shipped or has a canon love interest. Me editing my fictional other's canon partner out of screenshots and replacing them with myself. It's self-care. That's one thing I would be free of if I had it in me to self-ship. People lamenting trying to look up art of their fictional other and just seeing ship art. One of my favorite characters almost never gets shipped with anyone. I am free. I have no competition for the heart of at least one cringe loser I love. I guess the way some people see it, in a self-ship, you're either the lame Barbara from Ohio, or you're in love with a Barbara of your own. What self-shipping is like? I can't tell which one is supposed to be the self-insert, and I would like to keep it that way. I don't know if this has been posted before, but this is self-shipping to me. Yeah, Weird Al. Me too. Why do you self-ship with this Pokemon? There is so much better. Of all the characters in Deltarune, you self-ship with Spamton. Y'all are not ready to see the abyss of my self-ship. Oogie Boogie. How I talk about my fictional others. Love this monster man. Bastard man, I love you. Garbage man. Bastard. I would die for you. He's really just trying his best, but also yikes. My Yume ships are like, oh my god, this is the most ethereal angel ever. How is she even real and gracing my presence? I love women. And then for the dudes, it's like, yeah, I found him in my dumpster. He charmed me. Yeah, some people are monogamous with one fictional other. Some self-shippers collect a whole menagerie of them. I miss my wife. This woman has 87 wives. Which one? I have to stop adding every character I like to my fictional other list, but I don't want to. Regardless of how many fictional others these people have, man, do they adore them with all their heart. Have you ever liked a character so much that you're too embarrassed to just look at them? Have you ever been so in love with a fictional character so fucking much you don't know what to do? So you just spend 37 hours looking at every single last detail about that character and cry? I wish that middle-aged fictional man was real. I really need to show him a video on my phone. I can't dive into all the details of self-shipping in this video. I'm not qualified. The whole point here is that I enjoy learning about different parts of fandom that I've never really looked into much before. And if you guys like this video, I'd like to do more about other things too. It's just a casual attempt at understanding or appreciating something that I don't personally partake in. And I do think self-shipping, well, some people think it's horribly cringe, which is rude. I do think it's nice to see some people becoming a bit more openly accepting of the idea. I even heard about a K-pop idol sharing her self-ship art with Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. There's no reason to be ashamed of imagining a life with your fictional crush. Your fictional other is not real. Silence, mortal. I will explode you. If I could self-ship, maybe I would. Like I said, it sounds comforting. But I think I'll leave my favorite fictional characters in their canon lives until I need to imagine one of them telling me to get my life together. So, you tell me, what do you think of self-shipping? Is it cool? Is it lame? Too much drama in the community beneath the love? Do you personally self-ship? Who are the loves of your life? Let me know. I just think it's kinda neat. And before I go, I would love to thank my Patreon members, my Little Ruse, Nebulatic Vexen, Tonka42, Laser Scorpio, Mintara, Somnophobic Danny, Savage Otters, Valzy, Kestrel, Dragonborn Canid, Angie Ender, Sky Cow, and Zozo Moon. And a special thanks to Anna Shanebach for your continued support. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on Patreon. It means the world to me. I really appreciate it. I wish I could express it more, but you guys really are great, and I'm always wishing the best for you. Thanks for being here, and just keep on smiling. And the same goes to my YouTube channel members, my Mini Ruse, Foxstar Killer, Grimjaw the Black, Those Midnight Daydreams, Snout, Semi Sice, Ziggy, and Inevitable Cold. Thank you so much for your extra support. I'm so glad to have you be a part of my YouTube channel. Kangaroo icons next to your usernames in the comments. That's kind of cool. yeah, thank you again for supporting me and helping me make more of these videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope all of you did. Thank you to everyone for watching. I know I don't usually do scripted videos like this, but I didn't really know what else I felt like making a video on right now, so I thought, you know, there's a lot of different fandom subjects that I would like to dive into more, you know? I think it's great to learn about things and keep an open mind. And yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. I'll see you in the next video. And again, thanks for being here. I'm glad I get to have a bit of your time and hopefully entertain you. So thanks for giving me that chance. And see you later.